Good morning, everyone. Captain John here, and on today's adventure, we're going to be taking a bus over to the military base to Pearl Harbor, and we're going to be taking a look over there. So we're doing a little tour today. So I'm inviting you to join me. We're going to have some fun today. Now, I don't know what kind of bus is going to pick us up, but I figured I would document that since this is a bus vlogging channel. I will show you whatever bus I'm on today. The last tour I did of Oahu, we did a shuttle van slash bus, kind of like our BTE buses. But today we're going to be picked up in a larger bus today, so I'm excited to see what kind it is. But before we head over there, check this out. This beautiful, magnificent tree. This is all one large tree. I've never seen this before. You probably only see this in Hawaii or a tropical environment. I'm really not sure much of the history of this type of tree, but it's just amazing. All these branches, we get a little closer here. If you notice, all these branches that hang down from the tree, these are actually roots. So the roots come down, they hang down like this, and then once they get long enough, they trim it here. Once they get long enough, they actually go all the way to the ground, they go back into the ground, and then grow back up again. Which is, if you can see here, you got the main trunk of the tree right there. These are the branches that come down, or the roots that come down into the ground. They sprout back up again. It's just a constant thing, back and forth. And I'm not sure if this part right here is a separate tree, or if it's part of a branch that came down and is growing back up again. So you can see there, like right here. So the branches or the roots came down from the branch, came down, goes into the ground, and comes back up again. And it's just a process until it creates one very large tree like that. Very cool. So there you have it. It's called the Gus Hanian tree. It's actually from India. It's an Indian tree, native to India. There you go. We learned something new today. Alright, looks like we're going to be riding an MCI today. One of my favorites. I'm very excited that we're going to ride this nice motorcoach here in Hawaii. Like I said, I didn't realize Hawaii had this many motorcoaches. There are several of these around, so very awesome. Maybe it's this one, Arizona Memorial City Tour.
Richard?
No, Clary.
Clary, you guys are with me.
Okay.
Okay. I just said Richard was the other one that's going to that Fred. Who's Fred? Okay, I'll give you the Fred test. What's your first name, Fred? Fred. Okay, get your gang on board. That's not your first name. Close enough.
You'll feel right at home, won't you? Except you're not driving.
Yeah. Well, if he needs a driver. Now, usually bus drivers here once a day. Hey, I could drive the bus if you can't do it. It's fine.
Oh, this is prettier.
I was just saying, usually bus drivers here once a trip that, hey, I could drive this bus if you can't do it. So I'm not going to be the guy and say it this time. Even though I know I'm well qualified. Yeah, it feels like I'm right at home.
Gentle wave. And on the right, we have the statue of Kahanamoku, father of modern surfing. Kahanamoku actually won gold medals for the U.S. in the 1912 and the 1920 Olympics. 100 meter freestyle, 200 meter relay. On the left, we have eggs and things. Awesome breakfast, the second one for some of you, and I'll talk about McDonald's later. We have on the right column, as you look at it, flaring up at the top, and we're going to pause for a little while, looking like palm trees, straighted. Now the center of our capital, open to the wind, the rain, the sun. Our state seal hangs from the ceiling with our state motto, the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. The statue is decked with flowers as a tribute to the last reigning monarch of Hawaii, Queen Liliuokalani. Now, she was held under house arrest at Iolani Palace coming up on the left. Iolani Palace is the only royal palace in the U.S. to be occupied. Like I said, it's the last reigning, the only palace in the U.S. to be occupied by a reigning monarchy. King David Kalakaua, when he was king, went to visit Thomas Edison and brought back to Iolani Palace electricity and a working phone system. Iolani Palace had electricity and a working phone system before the White House did. And we're going to pull up in front. We're going to see on the office there, they sell tours. Docents or audio tours. And let me pause on the phone. Let me pull up and get some good pictures. Opportunities. And my tech support, borderline psycho. My father will attest I am not exaggerating. She is crazy about mangoes. In fact, I had to marry my wife. Because when she met my parents, she gave my mother mangoes from the trees in her yard. And my mother they stood up and she gave me that look only moms can give maybe fraud element. If I can't have Jesus Christ Superstar the musical, I don't know how to love him. She also went to the world to know. And as we go into the park, the first thing you notice is the beautiful center lawn leading up to the mountains that were given to us by China. China wanted to thank us for our role in defeating Japan during World War II. 48 of them, one for each state of the Union at the time the cemetery was built. And one thing about this construction is that for a split second I'm gonna go really slow, carefully around this, like I'm having trouble driving. But you guys get out the left side, you get a beautiful view of the memorial. But we'll also stop in front of the memorial and try to pause as long as we can and get some pictures here. Now, when we get there, flagpoles, and I'll meet you guys there. And again, if you guys get lost, just ask the ranger where you got.
So just got off the bus. This is where the all line up to drop off the passengers here. Patrick did a great job. I'm gonna try and come back and talk to him here in just a minute. So one of the other tour buses over here. We got the white Kiki trolley, double decker, open air on top. Very cool. These guys have a little bit of pressure. They have to alley dog with these passengers on board. Sometimes that's not easy to do when you got everyone. You got 50 set of eyeballs watching you. Anyways, we're gonna walk over here to the entrance of the Pearl Harbor, Arizona Memorial. So let's go check it out. I've never been here before. Never been to Hawaii before, actually. So yeah, we're going to check it out. See what it's all about.
Well, you need me over here. Sorry, that's the blocked area. Follow me now. You guys got the short bus driver as pointed out by one of our guests. Where's my friend?
All right, guys, I have Patrick here. Patrick is a Motorcoach operator here in Hawaii. So, Patrick, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long you've been a bus driver? How long you've been in Hawaii? And just everything about you.
Well, I've been driving a tour bus for almost 10 years. Come this summer, 10 years.
Wow.
I've been driving a delivery truck for over 30 years. Lived in Hawaii all my life. My parents were born and raised here. My grandparents and my great-grandparents came in a huge wave of immigration for sugarcane and pineapple and other things. My grandparents came, most of them came from Japan. My grandfather came from the Philippines.
Nice, nice. Patrick, I told Patrick I have a YouTube channel, which you guys are all watching right now, so I'm going to give you that information here in a moment. So he actually works for Royal Store Hawaii, so I'm going to leave a link to their company down in the description below. I gotta tell you what, this is the second tour I've done so far in Hawaii, and by far, Patrick, you're an amazing, great driver. Some of the stuff he has to go through, I drive in San Francisco, so trust me, I know what he has to go through with some of these tight places. So he did a great job and very funny. So thank you so much for your time, Patrick. I really appreciate it. This is one of the reasons why you should make reservations in a very popular attraction as the Pearl Harbor Memorial, because it's a long line. If you have not made reservations and you need to purchase tickets, that is where you come in. Oh, here's the reservation check-in. This is the standby check-in over here. So yeah, big difference. This one's got out of line to get in, and then we're gonna wait again. Check this out, USS Arizona Bell. Going to be boarding this naval boat. Take us out to the memorial, which is that white building out there in the middle of the water. So because this is an actual cemetery, I may not be talking during filming, so I will put in some subtitles if possible.